Welcome to First Chapter Friday, where I share the first chapter of a JF or YF books, so you can see if you're interested in checking it out. The Unlucky Lottery Winners of Classroom 13 by Honest Lee and Matthew J. Gilbert. Chapter 1, Unlucky Miss Linda. When unlucky schoolteacher Miss Linda Lacrosse woke up Monday morning, she decided it would be another unlucky day. And she was right. First, she put too much milk on her toast and too much butter in her coffee. Then she forgot her umbrella. It wasn't raining, but she used it to keep birds away. For some reason, birds like to swoop down at Miss Linda and pull out her hair. On her way to work, Miss Linda's car got a flat tire. No one would stop to help. She didn't have a spare tire, she'd left her phone at home, and it started to rain. When she walked to the nearest gas station to ask for help, the cashier was very rude. He snapped, "If you want to use my phone, you have to buy something." Miss Linda looked in her purse. All she had was a single dollar bill. "What can I buy for $1?" The cashier pointed to 3 items. The first was a candy bar, the second was a pine-scented air freshener, and the third was a lottery ticket. Miss Linda had a mouthful of cavities, so she passed on the candy bar. Miss Linda was very allergic to pine, so she shook her head at the air freshener after a very violent sneeze. So Miss Linda chose the lottery ticket. Being unlucky, she tossed it in her purse without a second thought. She would not win. She never won anything. After Miss Linda paid for the lottery ticket, the cashier let her use his phone to call a tow truck and a taxi. When Miss Linda finally got to her school, she was soaking wet and very late. The principal gave her the evil eye as she rushed down the hall in her heels, click-clack, 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 all the way to her classroom. Her classroom was number 13, which, if you don't know, is a very unlucky number. "Oh, students, I apologize terribly for being terribly late," Miss Linda said. "I've had quite the terrible morning." Of her 27 students, 26 of them were present. Santiago Santos was at home with the sniffles. The poor child was sick more often than not. Of the 26 students who were in class, only 24 of them were awake. Of those 24, 7 were playing video games on their phones. Of the 17 left, 4 were gossiping, which is not nice, and 3 were drawing pictures of butts, which is hilarious. Of the 10 students left, 4 were playing on the internet, 3 were talking about TV shows, 2 were reading comic books, and 1 was picking her nose. But of all 27 students, none of them were happy that their teacher was here. They were hoping for an entire day of goofing off. Well, except Olivia. Olivia raised her hand but spoke without waiting to be called on. "Can we start today's lesson already? I'm eager to learn." Olivia was very smart, but she was also very rude. Of course, Miss Linda said. She pushed her glasses up on her nose and tried to straighten her damp hair, which was a mess because of the birds. "What shall we learn about today? Let's start with current events." "My dad says the only important news in the world right now is the lottery," said Isabella. She had a horse on her shirt, a horse on her backpack, and a horse barrette in her hair. Can you tell she liked horses? "Right now, the lottery is worth $28 billion. "Oh my," Miss Linda said. She wrote 2800000000 on the board. "That is a very big number indeed. After all, it has 9 zeros. $28 billion is a lot of money. Who would like to do some math?" "Boo!" some of the students shouted. "Ce cours est nul," shouted Hugo, who was from France and only spoke French. Miss Linda remembered her lottery ticket and pulled it out of her purse. "Let's make it fun then. This morning I bought a lottery ticket. This lottery ticket cost $1. If I win $2, what percent is that? Only Olivia raised her hand. Do you think you'll win? Shamina asked. I hear the odds of winning the lottery are less likely than the odds of getting struck by lightning. I have heard the same thing, Miss Linda said. It is much more likely that I'll get struck by lightning than win the lottery. After all, I am very unlucky. If you win, can I have some of the money? Asked Fatima. Ooh, me too, said Jaden Jason James, who other students called Triple J. All the students wanted some of the lottery money. Miss Linda shrugged. I tell you what, class, if I do win, which is very unlikely, I promise to split my earnings evenly with every single one of you. All the students in classroom 13 shouted, Really? Except Hugo. He shouted, Sacre bleu! Of course, Miss Linda said. I made a promise and I must keep my word. The students hopped up from their desks and huddled together in the middle of the class, whispering among themselves. Finally, they returned to their seats. And then Ethan Earhart spoke up. Miss Linda, we value your word, but we would feel much more comfortable with your promise if we could get it in writing. Would you mind signing a contract and pinky swearing to share the money if you win? Miss Linda thought creating a contract was a good lesson for the class, so together they drew up a contract, which Miss Linda and every student signed. Then one by one, every student in Miss Linda's class walked to the front of the room and did a pinky swear with Miss Linda. For the rest of the day, the students were nicer than usual. Perhaps Miss Linda's luck was changing. That day after school, Miss Linda walked home. She was struck by lightning. Twice. The unlucky lottery winners of Classroom 13 can be found in JFLEE.